Extravagant Fragrances here. What's going on, everybody? This phone is telling me to rotate. Okay. Well, I will just leave it like that. We'll wait for some more people to come in to the live stream. If you're new here, give it a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. It's fragrance talk today. Let's see here. Extravagant Fragrances. How's everybody doing? Walaikum salam. Brother Warris, how you doing? How's the if I turn sideways, everybody let me know. If I turn sideways, what looks better on the screen? Is it sideways or should I just keep it straight, like upright? I'm streaming from my Android right now. I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry, sister. How you doing, sister? Give me some feedback. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come into the chat. Give me some feedback. If the live stream looks better like this, I got my Android upright, or if I rotate it. Let me know. Okay, I won't rotate. All right, I appreciate your feedback. Definitely appreciate that. So this is better right here, correct? I got a little bit of time. I got about a half an hour. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I got a little bit of time. I'll just wait for some more people to come into the chat here. Waiting for my regulars. Okay, I won't rotate. Sounds good. Robert Johns, how you doing? All right. People are kind of like in and out of the chat right now, or in and out of the live stream. So anyway, I'll just get started anyways. So I actually posted a video that I haven't made public yet. A couple videos actually. And that's good to hear, brother. The one video was on a particular fragrance, which was the Calimat. I had smelled that back some years ago, back in North Carolina, and it just lingered. When I was in the masjid, it was just lingering throughout the air, through the whole place. The whole place was just smelling of the Calimat. And so I remembered the name, and I picked some up. And I got some of that fragrance, but the only thing is the maker who made this, which was Surati. I like Surati stuff. I like a lot of their stuff. But this Calimat was kind of, it was good. I got some compliments from it, but I don't know. It just didn't pop the way the Calimat that I remember. Same fragrance, same smell, but it just wasn't as loud. And it's a very, when you very first smell this fragrance, it's very sweet. When it dries down, it's definitely a wood. It's definitely a woody fragrance. So I want to reach out to one of my other suppliers and see if he's got a more potent version of that. Because what he'll do, he'll get stuff that's like popular, right? Like white oud, for example, and he'll amp it up a bit, basically. Like he'll take it to a whole another level as far as potency and sillage, and strength, and also just overall quality. So I gotta see if this guy has the same thing. But yeah, so I posted my just a regular video on the Cali Mat and my thoughts on that. Probably like it's been like a week ago. I didn't even really get around to posting that, but I need to work on the thumbnail for that. And then the other video, I came on live really quick, like a day or two ago, and then I went back offline because I was just kind of experimenting with some things with the live stream. I'm trying to get my better camera to be used as a live stream camera versus the laptop camera, because the laptop camera is just really really horrible quality. I mean, it works, it works for what it's used for, but it's not very good quality. So, anyways, yeah. So yeah, so hopefully in maybe about I would say maybe in a couple days, I should have I should be like fully ready to have that thing for live streams. So I'm trying to get the whole live stream thing set up, and to be able to live stream from multiple places at one time. So, anyways, how's everybody doing out there? What states are you all from? Let me know. You can put it down in the chat. We're here streaming live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and just actually downloaded the Twitch app. I know that's a gamer's app, but I don't know why. Sometimes that's how marketing is. Sometimes you keep hearing about something over and over again, and then all of a sudden, you're like, maybe I should try this thing. And then you go and look it up, and you're like, okay, that's how I heard about it. But it turns out during the Minneapolis, nice. So it turns out during the pandemic, there was Tampa, Florida, beautiful. I'm hearing a lot of great things about Florida right now. So Twitch, during the pandemic, people were obviously staying home and all this stuff, and Twitch is supposed to be like for gamers and whatnot. And so I'm like, well, let me give this thing a try, because I wanna be able to stream from multiple platforms at one time. I think it's just better bang for your buck. I'd like to try to do some giveaways at some point. So that's why I downloaded Twitch. Turns out they do have a gamers platform, but then they have a whole different platform for people that are not gamers. So and I think on the Google Play Store it was something like I think it was like 100 million downloads for that app. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's up with that shortly. D Money Ali, how you doing, brother? Check out the website when you get a chance. Extravagantfragrances.com. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I usually do samples, as long as you cover the shipping. The pheromones in the ladies. Well, I'll say this. Well, the pheromones, I mean, yes, I do have the Burberry London body oil. That's a hot one, man. That's a hot one. I'd like to try that as an imported version. I mean, the domestic stuff is like, it's really, really strong. But the I gotta get my hands on that imported version because things are just way more amplified with the imports, and that's just how they're made. A lot of imports, especially like the Arabian imports, have a tendency to be a lot stronger because you got guys that over in hotter climates, hotter desert areas and stuff like that, who they wanna wear a fragrance that's not going to evaporate under that sun really fast. So that's why you have a lot of like heavy musks and stuff like that. Um, you know, they have to be strong enough for you to you know to last on your skin throughout the day. Um, Man, I'm right up that alley, man. As far as the fragrances to wear, um, under the armpits. You're from Arizona. Trust me, I know about the Arizona weather. I used to live in San Diego, and I went through Arizona at one point when I came back to the East Coast. Um, you know about Dateland out there? Dateland in Arizona. They got like date ice cream. They date everything. I remember when I went through Arizona, they had I don't know. Remember that old movie Men in Black where they're like driving down this road and that big fat bug like splatters on the windshield? Like I think I saw one of those bugs or a bunch of those bugs in Arizona. Like when you go to the gas station, they look like they look beyond bugs, man. They look like creatures, like little like little mini aliens or something like that. But I don't know. For some reason, it reminded me of the movie Men in Black. And they don't bother you. They just kind of are just like crawling around, and they look like something different, man. Uh, but yeah, and in the nights, I know Arizona definitely gets hot in the daytime, but those nights, boy, they get cold. A lot of people sleep on those cold nights. Took a trip up and ran into a big Trump rally. Yeah, I think I think they made it into a blue state, and then I don't know what the heck is going on with Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Look, my thing is this: if people just mind their own business and they're peaceful with me, I'm peaceful with them. How about that? You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? You stay on your side, I'll stay on my side. No problems. All right. Um, you know, let's see here. Okay. I'll put it this way. I really like living where I live, being that, I don't have people breathing down my neck telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? With my own health, you know. Um, I'm all about freedom. Definitely about freedom. Freedom of your religion. Practice your religion as you see fit. You know what I mean? And freedom of your health. You know, freedom of what you put into your body, right? Um, no, man, I'm mixed, man. There's some Polynesian somewhere in there. A little bit of everything. I'm an all American. We'll just put it that way. Uh, okay, so let's get back here on some of the questions. The superior Egyptian musk, that's in stock, and so is the thick Egyptian musk. Um, yeah. So D Money, so I'm kind of not understanding your question. You said as a deodorant, Saudi musk. I don't understand exactly what you're saying here. Okay. Do you? I mean, there's a whole bunch of different Saudi fragrances. You know. Do I have the non-thick, I'm sorry, the non-thick traditional Egyptian musk? Brother Robert. Um, that one, I can get that, no problem. That one actually, I got a French version of Egyptian musk, right? Done. I got that. I got a sample of that back in the mail. And Safe Moon KD, how you doing? Um, where you from, Safe Moon? Um, okay, so yeah, I got a Egyptian musk sample, Egyptian musk sample that came in from France some months ago, and what I wanted in particular for that particular Egyptian musk, alaikum salam, brother Kamal. Um, I wanted that particular Egyptian musk to have sandalwood in place of cedar. See, most people wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but if you have a really good sense of smell, especially for sandalwood, then you would be able to identify. And that's like the original Egyptian musk. I'm told is actually supposed to have real sandalwood, right? Um, it's supposed to have real sandalwood in it, you know. And so that's why, and as far as I know, um, one of the old school brothers told me back in the day that the original Egyptian musk has sandalwood, and it was designed by an Italian guy. Um, I'm sorry. How did he say that? Um, it was a Yemenis brother's idea to make um, to make the Egyptian musk. It was a Yemenis guy's idea, and the actual designer of it was supposedly Italian. It was an Italian designer that originally designed Egyptian musk, and it's supposed to have sandalwood, not cedarwood. But the thing is, see, like with a lot of domestic fragrances, um, you know, let's say, for example, like let's say if you have an original fragrance, right? Let's say something like Gucci or Burberry, whatever. They may have certain ingredients in their perfumes and colognes that may be an expensive ingredient. I'm just using that as an example, right? They might have something in there that's expensive, but when these kind of fragrances go, like when they get duplicated uh, as oils, the our versions, right? When they get duplicated, so sometimes the you know the ingredients definitely will be different in most cases, right? And sometimes they will use more premium ingredients, right? So back to like what I was saying with Egyptian musk, you might have something like cedar, which is so cheap, it's so inexpensive. Cedar would take the place of sandalwood to make something like Egyptian musk, and there's a lot of fragrances out there like that. So that's why when you smell, for example, let's say a domestic fragrance, and then you take the other counterpart to that, which is an imported fragrance, and you put that in front of your nose, and you smell that, you're like, this one smells way more premium. I mean, it's on a whole different level, and that could be just because it has more premium, more premium notes, right? As opposed to, let's say, the cheaper version. Maybe you might have a more inexpensive domestic version. It smells very similar, but for some reason you're like, no, this one just, the imported one is just has a cleaner smell to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just because of the quality of raw materials that are being used to make that particular fragrance. So, um, uh, the Prince of Real Estate, Assalamu alaikum, brother. How you doing? Getting back here to some of the questions. Safe Moon KD, thank you for following for so many years. I appreciate your support. The website is extravagantfragrances.com. Let me see if I can share that here. I'm trying to figure out how to share in this chat, in the why can't I type here something in the chat? Anyways, I don't know how to type in the chat here. But yeah, extravagantfragrances.com. Princess Caraman Beauty and Bar and Boutique. I don't even know that fragrance. Who's the original designer of the Cannabis Santal? Who's the designer of that fragrance? I've never heard of that one. I think there's another. I think Creed makes something Santal, but I don't know. Himalayan Musk is a favorite. That is a good one. If you like the yeah, that is a good one. The Kamal Amina, no. I mean, I do have the starter kits. I take that back. I do have the starter kits. But I would tell you, like, the roll-ons, I'm not doing those anymore right now. Just because there's just too much uncertainty when it comes to roll-on bottles. And so I don't want to just be moving out bottles all like that, like just pushing them out when I can't guarantee that I can secure them on a regular basis due to like all the, the disruption in the supply chain and all that stuff. So, but if you still want to get started in this business, oils, no problem. I can get as many oils as you want, not a problem. And the kits, I'll be starting those from the 1 ounce plastic bottles to the 4 ounce, 8 ounce, and 16 ounce. So yes, if you want to get started, just check the wholesale section of the website. I still offer the wholesale oils, starting at 1 ounce, 1 ounce plastic, and they're all going in plastic. So yeah, you can do it, and it's very feasible. It's very inexpensive to get started. So brother Robert says best oils. I'm sorry, best oil conversation. I'm too long. I'm a long time follower and recently opened a fragrance shop due to inspiration. Past, sorry about your accident. Yeah, I appreciate that, brother Robert. I'm coming along though, and I wish the best for you and your shop. What state are you in? What state did you say you were in again? And the shop name? What's the name of the shop? That's good, man. I'm glad. I'm definitely glad that you benefited from the channel. So yeah, what's going on as far as everybody with the what you're wearing these days in this cold weather? Well, it's not actually really cold yet. D Money, yeah, you can check me out on Instagram. I am on there, and the website link is on there as well. I got a duplicate back of the old school Tommy Hilfiger. That one is a throwback. It just brings back so many memories. Like that was like when I was back in high school. That fragrance, like all the dudes that got all the girls, like those were the guys that had the original Tommy, that came in that little, that little kind of rectangular bottle, right? They all had it, and they'd have it in the gym bag after gym, before school, after school. Like, I mean, they would carry this thing around like skip deodorant, you know. I literally I would see these guys just spraying the Tommy under their arms like it was deodorant. I mean, that's just how much of this stuff these guys used it. So I got a duplicate of that one back in. We'll see. I got something coming. Hopefully before Christmas. I got a black oud coming in, and I don't know if it's going to be the same black oud. There was a follower of mine, I think is by the name of Thyward. Um, and I think that he had tried that fragrance before, and so I had somebody request that fragrance. I was told originally that it was golden oud, so I went and I got golden oud. The new golden oud that I have is good, but it's not the same one as I remember. So I'm hoping that by the time this one comes back in, that it's gonna be the black oud, because the one seller told me originally, he's like, oh, that's black oud, and then he changed it on me. He's like, oh no, that's golden oud, and I think that it's actually black oud. So, because I remember it came out, I remember the can that it came out of. So I got that coming in, hopefully before or by Christmas, and I'm excited. I just want to make sure, because I thought I lost that fragrance. I thought that once I sold all the rest of it out, I was never going to get it again, and hopefully this is it. Hopefully it's coming in. So, um, let's see. Let's check out the chat here. Baccarat keeps coming up, brother Robert. That keeps coming up a lot. I'm gonna have to get my hands on some of that. Yeah, Black Oud and Mawa. Mawa's a good one. I like Mawa, but I don't know. I kind of, it gets mixed reviews. I get a lot of mixed. It's either people really really love it, or they just don't like it at all. I've had people say that's a sleeper fragrance. To each his own, you know. I'd like to get that Baccarat in an import though. I'd really like to see that in an import. I sent off some samples the other day to one customer, and they said that, and I sent them like a lot of my top stuff, like the Gilaf Ikaba, the Invictus, the imported Invictus, like a lot of other, the different like Woody Oud, a lot of different ouds, and they were raving about Superior Black Musk and the Misk Tahada, which are relatively inexpensive fragrances. Like they're not really all that like expensive, but out of all the samples, the stuff that I thought that this customer would like, he actually didn't. And the stuff that I didn't think he really would care much about, he actually loved a lot, and so he got a lot of compliments. So everybody's body is different, and that kind of goes back to like the pheromones and stuff like that. It all goes back to what your body, how your body chemistry is. Everybody's chemistry is different, you know. Um, some people their bodies work well with real heavy musky stuff, and then some people they need something a lot more sophisticated and just kind of mild, for the office setting. They don't want to give too much, give off too much fragrance. You know what I mean? And then some people, their chemistry is so bad. Like I remember this one guy I used to know. He told me, he used to sell oils on the street, right? He used to get these little 1 ml vials. I think were they 1 ml, 1 ml or maybe 2 ml, like these little skinny glass vials. We used to see those a lot back in the day when I was a kid, with a lot of the street vendors, and he um he would go around and he would take, a pound of domestic body oil, fill those up, and he'd go around and sell them for $1 all day long. He said by the end of the day, he'd have like $60, and he's like, for him, it was good at the time. You know what I mean? Because I think honestly, I think this brother was homeless at the time. I don't want to put his name out there, but I think at the time he was going through some really rough times, and he'd sell them in those 1 ml vials, and he'd do pretty well. He would do pretty well considering you just walk around for, for an hour or two, right? Um, and so, anyways, what with he said one time he put pink sugar. He gave someone some pink sugar. This lady put it on, and he said, "No, that's right." He put everything on this lady. The lady tried everything he had, and she said, "I'm telling you, everything that goes on me," she said, "it stinks." He's like, "Okay, here, try this." He's like, "I promise you, this one won't stink." He put the pink, he put the pink sugar on her. He said, "Man, this lady, her chemistry, there was something wrong with her chemistry, because even the pink sugar didn't cover up, the whatever was emitting from her." You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show, like, it's all about what's in your chemistry, and also too, that goes back to, like, what are you eating? You know what I'm saying? Um, what are you eating? What's in your diet? You know what I'm saying? Are you eating fried foods all the time? Are you the type that, like, abuses your health? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different things you can do to get your natural pheromones up. Celery is a big one. Celery is huge. If you know anything about pheromones, you should be eating a lot of celery. It's good for increasing your pheromones. And also your natural testosterone levels as well. McCree, Band Gang, Easy, Naya. Cool. I'm glad that's all working out for you. The white musk, yeah, that's a real neutral fragrance. Safe Moon KD said, the oil game money is so lucrative. I've been selling oils for over 10 years now. I got the recommended Misk Tahada based off your channel. Started selling it at 40 an ounce. Peace, bro. Cool, man. I'm glad that's all working out for you. I actually got a lot more of the Misk Tahada in stock. If anybody's looking for the Misk Tahada, got plenty of it. And keep a lookout. I'm going to have to wrap this up. I got to get going, actually. Keep a lookout for the Black Oud. I got that coming in, like I said, in a few days. Maybe, about a week. So, until then, yeah. This is my first time live streaming from this, from my Android. So, hopefully there will be a lot more of these. And I'll actually try to plan it out a little better so that way people can join in the chat instead of missing out on it at the end. So until then, everybody, have a great rest of your night, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to sign out. Okay, let's see here. All right.